coming. I'm so excited. Fun news, I'm going to be an aunt. Thank you. My little brother and his wife are having their first baby, which means I got to go to my first gender reveal. I don't like them. It turns out they don't reveal a fun new third gender. It can only be two. That's boring. It's going to be a boy. And I was like, oh, that's really exciting. I was talking to my little brother. I was like, do you know what you're going to name him yet? And he says, yeah, Billy Travis. I said, so his name's going to be William. He said, no. On the birth certificate, it will be first name Billy, middle name Travis. And I said no. Because look, a baby named Billy Travis, that's adorable. That's a toddler with no teeth. A 90-year-old named Billy Travis, cute little old man, probably still no teeth. A middle-aged man named Billy Travis, that's not cute. That's a guy who steals copper from construction sites. My brother said, hey, I had that name picked out since high school. Yeah, well, I thought a tattoo of a mustache on my finger was a good idea in high school. Teenagers have dumb thoughts. Because look at it this way. This child's full name will be Billy Travis Bergstedt. How can a name sound racist in two different ways? Is he a Nazi? Is he in the Klan? Either way, he's where I'll go to get my catalytic converter. He doesn't have to tell me where he got it from. He is my nephew, and I love him no matter what. I am very excited for my brother and his wife. They've been married for almost a year now, and everybody I know is getting married, it feels like, a lot of my college friends. But it's an awesome way for us to reconnect. Not that we had a falling out or anything, it's just we're not all functioning alcoholic freshmen together. You know, yeah, we're at different points in our lives. Some of us are buying houses and getting married and having babies, and some of us rent. And tell jokes to strangers. And that's what she's got going for her right now, so. We do have a group chat to let each other know when something important is happening in our lives. And my friend Josh, he texted us the other day. He was like, guys, I have an STD. I said, that's not good. Does Kim know? Kim is his fiance. He said, of course she knows. I said, that's not good. That's when my friend Tori chimed in to let me know that STD stands for save the date. He's talking about his wedding. STD stands for save the date. No, it fucking doesn't. No. Look, I understand doctors want us to call them STIs now, so technically the acronym is up for grabs, but you can't erase a history like that. No, you say you have an STD if you have gonorrhea, chlamydia, or crabs. If you have AIDS, you just say you have AIDS, because that's also an acronym, and it feels weird to double up like that, you know? So many people I know are getting married. I'm not married, and I recently learned that the term spinster, you know, the old-fashioned name for an older unmarried lady, that was only used up to a certain age. After 26, the correct term is thornback. Yeah, I know, it's a little funny. And I'm 28, and I live with a man, so the correct term for me would be whore. Yes, I did just move in with my boyfriend. We're living together. We're living in sin. Yes. Thank you. I said that to one of my friends, and she said, oh, living in sin, where is that? I said, right off Market Street, and we had very different childhoods. Yeah, I was kind of worried about my parents' reaction to me moving in with my boyfriend, but they were super jazzed about it. You know, I think they never really liked me living alone, and I get it. I know what I look like. I'm a very kidnappable size. But I found ways to protect myself. You know, I had a security system sticker. And a watchdog. Is he a 20-pound King Charles? Yes. Do his eyes point in two different directions? Also, yes. But I think that makes him a more effective watchdog. He can see more. When I lived alone, my mom really wanted me to buy a gun, but I don't want a gun. I don't need a gun. Because, like, if I had to make a list of everyone that I found to be a threat to me, it would go murderers, rapists, pedophiles who are bad at guessing age. And then me, number 1, top of the list every time. Like, I don't need a gun because the calls are coming from inside the house. I am my own apex predator, and she doesn't need help. I do really like living with someone, and we got this really cool house. It might be haunted. And look, I'm a spooky bitch. I love ghosts. But this ghost's name is Kyle. Look, if I'm haunted, I want it to be by an Edwardian dude named Victor or a Victorian dude named Edward. Because a ghost named Kyle is just gonna punch holes in my walls and tell me women shouldn't have rights. Victor would never punch holes in my walls. He'd probably tell me women shouldn't have rights. He'd respect the drywall, though. Not me, but the drywall. We're having a lot of fun together. I love my boyfriend a lot. And we met in real life, which I think is kind of a rarity these days. Yeah, it is. But it was great, because if I had to spend one more day on a dating app, I was gonna walk off a cliff. You meet the worst of humanity on those things. I had Tinder, because I hate myself but love attention. And these guys would be just so weird and sexually aggressive right off the bat. Like, hey girl, I got 12 inches. Look, people with penises. If you want a girl to sleep with you, don't tell her you have a big dick. That doesn't sound like fun, that sounds like work, okay? They'd say things like, yeah, I got 12 inches and not that Subway shit, an actual foot long. I would just respond with, well, that's not going anywhere near me. Look, I'm 5 feet tall. I don't want to be 1/5 dick. I don't know if you understand this. This is the wrong penis to person ratio, okay? It's just not feasible. I shouldn't have bought the floppy one. Oh, God. My boyfriend's parents are here. My parents are here too, but they already know I'm a dumbass, so. But yeah, that's what dating apps are. It's people saying the weirdest shit, right? I remember I matched with this one dude. He said he was a comedian. He wasn't. But I was like, this is great. You like comedy. I like comedy. What comedians do you like? And he told me, and it was bad. And I was like, you know what? I'm cool. I'm open. Why do you like those comedians? And he thought about it, and he was like, well, I guess it's because they really hate women. I said, all of us? He seemed to be the kind of guy who would say not all men, so it was a real tables are turning experience. And he was like, okay, maybe not all women, just white women. And then this Tinder boy, who was white, by the way, goes on this very long rant about how much he hates white women. They are awful, they are evil, they should all die. How low was the brightness on his screen when he matched with me? I am live, laugh, love levels of white. Neither of my parents pronounced Chipotle correctly. No, Mom, we can't go to Chipotle, not till you say it right. I do love Chipotle, but I eat the fake meat, so I feel like it's just the roll of the dice to see if I die from cholera or whatever they're giving us out here. I'll go out like a true American Girl doll. I am a vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian for over 10 years now. No, don't woo for that, because the people who woo for that are the kind of people who like to put vegetables in baked goods, and no one should be their friend. It doesn't make it healthy, it just makes it weird. You know, whenever you have a diet like vegetarian, vegan, the one where you only eat butter, you know, people love to ask questions, right? Like, why? Why? And then you lie. Or at least I do. You know, I can rant about the environmental impact the meat industry has on the world. I usually just say something like, I just really love animals. In reality, I became a vegetarian when I was 15 because it was cool and trendy. But then everybody told me that was the only reason I was doing it. So I kept doing it out of spite. And now if I eat a piece of chicken, I'll throw up on you. I'm stuck like this. It's a prison. people love to ask questions, and I understand. People are curious. A lot of people ask me, oh, how do you get your protein? I don't. I get tired walking upstairs. Sometimes the questions can get a little silly. Like a lot of people, mostly teenage boys, are very concerned about what I'm going to do when the apocalypse hits. They're like, yeah, but when zombies come, you're going to have to hide in the woods, and you're going to have to hunt deer and eat them if you want to make it. Kyle. You are wildly overestimating my survival skills and my will to live. If the zombie apocalypse happens, I'm out. No, I'm joining Team Z first chance I get. My Wi-Fi went out last week, and I was like, okay, I'll just lay down here and die. I'm done. I don't want to work hard at the end of the world. My favorite question that I've ever got, and I've gotten it on more than one occasion, is if a cow, and they always sound like that when they say it, if a cow jumped onto a grill and begged you to eat it, would you? Of course not. I just found a talking cow. That is a literal cash cow. I'm not going to eat that investment. What I am going to do is I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy a handlebar mustache and one of those fun straw hats, and I'm going to become a carnival barker, and I'll sell tickets. I'll be like, $5 to see the suicidal talking cow, and I'll make so much money that I can buy a beautiful farm that me and the cow can live out, and I can put the cow in therapy so, it doesn't want to kill itself, and we can live a beautiful life happily ever after, because I just love animals. I'm Madison Bergstedt. Thank you for laughing at me tonight.